Some of the latest excitement in astronomy are these smart telescopes that are coming about. They're very small, compact scopes, and they set up very quickly. And I have acquired one of them, this one right here. And there's also a competitor to it. It's called the Seek Star. There it is there. Anyway, just my first evening out with it, I did M35, little star cluster there. I'm going to go through some objects here. I see 1805, another cluster. Horsehead Nebula. See a little dark Horsehead Nebula in there. Orion Nebula. It's up in Orion. Of course, the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. There we go, M45, that's what it's called. The Andromeda Galaxy. This is about 100 frames. Auto-stacked in the camera there. This is a companion galaxy, M33. Okay, and we're going to move on to the Dumbbell Nebula, M27. That's the first night I had. And an M57, very small, but there it is. It's a very small object. Did a moon here, about 250th of a second here. Then we get into faint galaxies, and I wanted to detect how faint I can go and how small I can go. So I chose this little cluster here. I marked these guys up here, and you can see what they are. Okay. And we're going to go back to the normal photograph here. And then you can see them again. And then there was an airplane that went through the frame there. Yeah, that's what that line is there. But amazing what you can do with some of these smart scopes. And I've only been at this thing for about 2 weeks, but the Dwarf2 is quite impressive. Thank you very much. Just a couple final thoughts here. Yeah, the images that you saw were taken with the Dwarf2 here, and auto live stacked on board the telescope, and then processed with some photo editing software that's on board the iPad, just the photo app basically, just stretching a little bit and adjusting some of the contrast images. But that's it. That's one of the advantages I like about this thing. It does quick EAA. It's actually working with my iOS devices right out of the box. No computer needed at all, and no leveling or anything. Just put it on a tripod and focus on a star using a focus mask that you see here. And once you get that done, you take the focus mask off, and you can use some sky filters if you like, or just or not, and tell it where to go and start taking pictures. Very, very convenient to use. And being into astronomy since 1975, I find this just amazing technology. I had to dabble in it, and I'm quite impressed. Yes, I also wanted to again get in. I like small galaxies, and I was curious to see if the Dwarf2 could pick out small and faint galaxies. And here in that frame here, you're looking at it's an Aries, and we're looking at small little galaxies, only 1 arc minute by 3 arc minutes across, right around 11 to 12th magnitude. And the field of view of the scope is about 3 degrees. So I was curious, can I even see these small things? Can I detect them? And I can. This is good. So I like the serious side of the Dwarf2 and its ability to be able to go off and get real faint objects, and actually quite small objects are still detectable. Just wrapping up here, again, the Dwarf2, fantastic little scope. Quite a bang for the buck there. So I'm enjoying it, putting it through its paces. I bought a focus mask for it. It slides right on there. All your 1 1/4 inch filters work with this thing. So it's pretty nice, automated, and ready to go. Thank you so much, and clear skies.